To the death.
No! To the pain.
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase.
I'll explain, and I'll use small words so that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
Prepare to be amazed as we take a magical journey back to the enchanted Kingdom of Florin. It's hard to believe that over 35 years have passed since The Princess Bride graced our screens, captivating audiences with its perfect blend of romance, adventure, and humor. But what have the beloved cast members been up to since then? How have their lives and careers evolved in ways that might just make you gasp? Join us as we revisit the stars of Princess Bride and see where their paths have led them today.
If you read the script that Goldman wrote for Princess Bride, he actually describes it, and I think they put it in the movie as the greatest. I think Peter Falk says it's the greatest sword fight of all time, or something like that.
That's a great impression.
And no.
Cary Elwes, Westley. Cary Elwes charmed audiences as Westley, the devoted farm boy turned swashbuckling hero, whose simple response, "as you wish," became an iconic declaration of love. After The Princess Bride, he continued to build an impressive career. He starred in the critically acclaimed Glory alongside Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman, depicting the bravery of African-American regiments during the Civil War. Showcasing his comedic talents, he took on the titular role in Mel Brooks' spoof Robin Hood Men in Tights, delighting audiences with his wit and timing. He's made his mark on television, appearing in shows like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and joining the cast of Stranger Things as the morally ambiguous Mayor Larry Klein. In 2014, he delighted fans with his memoir, As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride, offering behind-the-scenes insights and heartwarming anecdotes from the set. As of 2025, Cary continues to act in films and television, embracing new roles that showcase his enduring talent.
The response from the film, from children were, "Oh, I want to be a princess," and "Oh, she's the princess I always wanted to be." When I was a kid, my mother told me, she said, "You never wanted to be a princess. You never read fairy tales." I mean, literally, I wanted to be Evel Knievel and ride motorcycles. It was that diverse, so I don't know, but I think it's a must.
Robin Wright, Buttercup, The Princess Bride. At just 21 years old, Robin Wright captured hearts as Buttercup, the radiant princess whose love story with Westley is at the heart of the film. Her career skyrocketed following The Princess Bride. She starred as Jenny Curran in the Oscar-winning film Forrest Gump, delivering a complex portrayal that garnered critical acclaim. She continued to take on challenging roles in films like Message in a Bottle, Unbreakable, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Her most significant breakthrough came with Netflix's political drama House of Cards, where she starred as the formidable Claire Underwood. Her powerful performance earned her a Golden Globe Award in 2013, making her the first actress to win for a streaming television series. She's also an active humanitarian. She advocates for human rights, supports environmental causes, and uses her platform to bring attention to global issues.
Well, there are two lines from The Princess Bride that I love. The one that everyone is very familiar with is, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
Mandy Patinkin, Inigo Montoya. Mandy Patinkin immortalized the role of Inigo Montoya, the Spanish swordsman, on a lifelong quest to avenge his father's death. His delivery of the iconic line, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die," has been etched into cinematic history. Before his swashbuckling adventure, Patinkin was already a celebrated performer, having won a Tony Award for his role as Che in Evita. His powerful voice and dynamic stage presence made him a Broadway sensation. Following The Princess Bride, he continued to excel in theater and television. He starred as Dr. Jeffrey Geiger in Chicago Hope, earning an Emmy for his portrayal of the gifted yet troubled surgeon. His role as Saul Berenson in the critically acclaimed series Homeland brought him renewed acclaim. His portrayal of the wise and dedicated CIA operative earned multiple Emmy nominations. In recent years, he's become a social media sensation alongside his wife, actress and writer Catherine Grody.
My daughters at the time were 3.5 and 2. And I'm heading to England, and I had to be on location. So they didn't come with me in the beginning because we were in a hotel up in the Derbyshire somewhere. And so I said, okay, I'm going to England, and I'm going to be, and there's a princess in the movie, and I'm assuming they're going to go, "Oh, really?" And nothing. And then there's a sword fight, and then there's a giant. And as soon as the word giant got out of my lips, both of my girls perked up and they started peppering me with the question, what's the giant like, Daddy? How big is he? Is he as big as a house? Is he as big as a car? Is he really, really big? Could he pick you up and squash you?
Chris Sarandon, Prince Humperdinck. Chris Sarandon brought a multifaceted depth to Prince Humperdinck, capturing the essence of a shrewd nobleman resolute in his quest to marry Buttercup at all cost. An actor of remarkable range and skill, Sarandon began his career with a striking debut, earning an Academy Award nomination for his role as Leon Shermer in Dog Day Afternoon. His ability to inhabit a wide array of characters cemented his reputation and ensured a lasting legacy in acting. He also featured in the horror classic Fright Night, proving his versatility in genre films. And he further cemented his legacy by voicing Jack Skellington in Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. On television, he's appeared in series like ER, Law & Order, SVU, and more recently, Orange is the New Black. Christopher Guest, Count Rugen, the Six-Fingered Man. Christopher Guest portrayed the sinister Count Rugen, also known as the Six-Fingered Man, whose ruthless actions propel Inigo Montoya's quest for vengeance. His calm demeanor and chilling presence made the character unforgettable. Guest is a multifaceted artist, renowned for pioneering the mockumentary genre, starting with This Is Spinal Tap in 1984, where he played lead guitarist Nigel Tufnell. Guest showcased his knack for improvisational comedy and satirical storytelling. He continued to create and star in critically acclaimed films such as Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, A Mighty Wind, and For Your Consideration. These projects featured ensemble casts and were celebrated for their sharp wit and authentic feel. Married to actress Jamie Lee Curtis since 1984, the couple has 2 children and maintains a relatively private family life. Wallace Shawn, Vizzini. Wallace Shawn's portrayal of Vizzini, the self-proclaimed mastermind whose overconfidence leads to his downfall, added a delightful layer of humor to the film. His exclamation, "Inconceivable," became one of the movie's most quoted lines. His distinctive voice has made him a beloved figure in animation. He voiced Rex, the endearing and anxious Tyrannosaurus, in Pixar's Toy Story franchise, beginning in 1995. His vocal talents extended to roles in The Incredibles and other animated projects. His extensive TV credits include appearances on The Cosby Show, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Good Wife, Young Sheldon, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. An accomplished playwright and essayist, Shawn has authored works like The Designated Mourner and Evening at the Talk House. Billy Crystal, Miracle Max. Billy Crystal's turn as Miracle Max, the eccentric healer with a vendetta against the Crown, injected a dose of comedic brilliance into the movie. His ability to improvise and deliver quick-witted lines made his brief appearance unforgettable. Before the film, he'd already made a name for himself on Saturday Night Live and the sitcom Soap. Following The Princess Bride, he starred in the beloved romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally, earning a Golden Globe nomination and contributing to one of cinema's most famous scenes. Crystal continued his success with City Slickers and its sequel, combining humor with heartfelt storytelling. He voiced Mike Wazowski in Pixar's Monsters, Inc. and its sequels. Renowned for hosting the Academy Awards, he helmed the ceremony 9 times between 1990 and 2012. As an author, he wrote the memoir 700 Sundays, which he adapted into a Tony Award-winning one-man show.
I can't talk to you without talking about your marvelous voice.
Oh, what do you mean?
And its flexibility.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And the fact that you can do all these different things with it.
Yeah.
Carol Kane, Valerie. Carol Kane brought vivacity and charm to the role of Valerie, Miracle Max's spirited and supportive wife. Her impeccable comedic timing and endearing quirks brought a charming vibrancy to the film. She received an Academy Award nomination for her role in Hester Street in 1975. She further gained recognition playing Simca Dablitz-Gravas on the sitcom Taxi, a role that earned her 2 Emmy Awards. On television, she shined as Lillian Kaustuper on Netflix's Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, playing the oddball landlord with a mysterious past. Her stage work is equally impressive. She played Madame Morrible in the Broadway production of Wicked from 2005 to 2014, as well as in touring productions.
I remember the first day he walked in he had to bend down coming through the door. And when he stood up to his full height, I remember thinking, that's absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You know, everybody rallied around him. We just loved him. I mean, he was so smart and so gentle and sweet.
He was just a giant of a human being.
Andre the Giant. Andrei Roussimoff, famously known as Andre the Giant, charmed audiences as the gentle Fezzik, blending warmth and humor. Before acting, he was a celebrated professional wrestler, dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. Standing at 7 feet 4 inches, his acromegaly contributed to his immense size and distinctive features. His wrestling career was legendary, with notable matches against Hulk Hogan, including their iconic bout at WrestleMania 3 in 1987. Sadly, Andre passed away in 1993 at age 46 due to congestive heart failure. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these characters was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below.